Got to turn that off. YouTube won't be very happy about that if I don't turn it off. They still might bitch about it if I even put a piece of it up. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my Lord. Well, it is Saturday evening, downstairs in the basement, getting it done again. Whew. It's a rough one, man. I'm telling you. I'll tell you, all you young folks out there, I'll tell you something, somebody very near and dear to me, who's now deceased and gone from this world, used to always say to me, and that was, whatever you do, don't ever grow old. You know? And I'll tell you, I relate. I understand it now. Alright, so the obvious out of the way. Yeah, I shaved all this shit off. Was it a mistake? Oh, I don't know. You know how it goes. Left alone to your own devices. Nobody around you whose opinion you can seek out. Start to trim some shit up because it's getting just too raggedy and it's into everything. And when you're riding, it blows everywhere and you look like a hobo when you go in someplace all the time. So I get tired of it. Fucking beard hairs this long and shit. Just get tired of it. So first I just trimmed it. I said, it looks better. Let me trim some more. Then I trimmed some more. Then I went through all kind of versions and configurations as the facial hair continually diminished. Fell by the wayside of the victim of the razor until this is what I'm left with. This is what I'm left with. So, for better or for worse, it's what I look like for now. It'll grow back. Always does. But we're here to talk about something else. We're here to talk about my diabetes. Right? So, the day that I had the blood work done, late February, early March, apparently, according to the records documented, that my fasted blood sugar level that morning was 260 something. Alright, so through my own negligence, busy, sidetracked, lots to do it, moving, all kinds of shit, buying bikes, selling bikes, trading bikes, building bikes, getting busy. I hadn't looked at this blood work. Took it for granted that the little bit of off I was feeling prior to getting all this blood work done was resolving itself because I had already changed the way that I train, the way that I eat, was doing all this functional fitness type of kick. Just instinctively, I knew it's probably time to do that, and I was doing all this, cardio, and so everything was improving. All right, so I went to look at the blood work, and the reason I told you before the last video why I even looked at it, right? I go look at it, and I see it was 260 something, and now it had been a month or two since the blood work. It had probably been 2 months since I started doing this more functional type oriented training and diet and shit, right? So, and right now I'm basically retired. I mean, I still do the motorcycle hustle, the building and selling the bikes and shit like that, right? But basically, my day is my day. I get up and I can train all fucking day, as much as an old man can take. Anyway, so I had a good jump on it. So I immediately checked my blood sugar and I was down already into the 160s first thing in the morning. So already that was promising. Okay, but not good enough. So I tightened everything else down again. I've written diets for people that have diabetes, that were born with diabetes or developed diabetes very early in life. People that wear insulin pumps and the whole 9 yards. Genuine diabetics, not people that gave it to themselves through inactivity or shitty fucking eating habits. So, continually I kept monitoring the blood sugar level, it kept going down. So finally here I am. I'm at the point now where my blood sugar level is in the 90s in the morning. So I get up in the morning, I check it first thing fasted, I'm in the 90s. I've been as low as 94, and generally I run about 96 or so, 97 even maybe. So I want to be below 90, of course, and I used to be below 90 when I was normal and healthier, but what is that? I don't know, I guess I'll find out in a little while. Oh, somebody texted me, I have to investigate that. Somebody has something to say to me. It makes me feel wanted almost. In a good sense of the word nowadays. So it seems to be not resolving itself, but it seems like I am bringing about a resolution to it. So everything's looking promising. You know, I've written diets for people with full-blown diabetes. I even came up with recipes and things so that they could have tasty food, so it could be a sustainable thing and manage their blood sugar level, because believe it or not, I know full-blown diabetics, not type 2 diabetics, not people that developed it, you know, like I say, later on because of their poor habits or because of lethargic, you know, sedentary lifestyle coupled with, you know, high carbohydrate intake or sugar intake. But diabetics, genetic diabetics. And believe it or not, I have known genetic diabetics who have lived with all their life and still really didn't really manage their blood sugar as they should. And that's not good. So I've worked with people like this. So it's not like I'm a stranger to it. Now I just had to be able to apply it to myself. And I have. And I'm eating very well. To tell you the truth, once you eat enough fucking leafy green shit, like I tell you guys to eat this leafy green shit, right? I tell a lot of people one-on-one that it's a freebie. Eat all of it as you want if you're hungry. But people, it doesn't satiate their hunger because they don't really want it. They don't really want that. They want fucking garbage. I would like some garbage too, but I don't have to have it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't have to, my identity isn't wrapped up in my physique. I've always been physically active. I've always had a huge sense of physicality. I was a fighter even when I was a lot smaller, before I even started bodybuilding. I was better at fighting than I've ever been at building muscle mass. So, you know, I'm getting around to fighting again. I've started sparring even. You know, I was already training in that direction. So I've just ramped everything up a little bit more, as much as an old man can do. You know, sometimes I jokingly think to myself when I'm down here mid-workout, I'll say, you know, let's slow the pace because it feels like I'm heading in that stroke zone, in that potential stroke zone. You know, it's kidding, of course, graveyard humor, but sometimes it crosses my mind. It's not like it's not out of my mind, because shit gets in your head and you say, damn, this is going to be my 60th year of life. You know, am I supposed to be able to still do these things? You know, but what the fuck, we'll ride it till the wheels fall off, because right now things seem to be looking up. Health is improving. Cardiovascular performance has absolutely improved vastly. And there were good things in my blood work. You know, filtration rate. A lot of people look at all these other markers for your kidney function and shit like that. You should be looking at filtration rate, because there's a formula that they go by to come up with this, and all these other markers, many of these other important markers factor into this. So my filtration rate is actually improved. It's actually improved. It wasn't bad before. It was average. It's actually, for my age, it's actually improved. Now, I didn't even know that was something you could do or whatever, but apparently so somehow. My O2 uptake is 99%. I remember when it was 96, because that was the minimum they wanted to see, and I was 96 about a year and a half ago, I guess. And now I'm 99. So some things have improved. You know, I'm otherwise, so far, very healthy. Very healthy. So it's just this diabetes thing. And I'm not making light of it. That's a severe and serious issue that has to be addressed. It can cause a lot of problems. A lot of serious problems can happen, you know, left unchecked. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, yeah, I know, I might look kind of big, right? You're probably saying, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I'm not really doing anything like you might think I'm doing. Look how thin my neck is now, right? I'm borderline pencil necking. But like I have said, it hasn't changed. Like I've said, I want to still be muscular, but if I get much, much leaner, if I drop 4 or 5 inches off my fucking waistline, you know what I'm saying? I can still be just as muscular, but leaner, and I'll even look bigger. You know, so yeah, I'm not going to be this huge monster anymore, but I can still look pretty fucking awesome. And I'm not saying that I look awesome. Small steps to the moon. Got a ways to go yet, but it's improving. I take my shirt off and look in the mirror. It's like, it's coming along. I'll tell you what I don't like, since I had that diastasis recti surgery in and fixed these 2 ventral hernias and put this mesh in, and ripped me apart here and pulled it all tight and stitched it all back up like it looked like a damn tent zipper. It was so huge, like a big old canvas old school tent zipper, all under the skin. Did it robotically. My abs are having a harder time coming in. My fucking serratus is coming in ahead of my abs. I mean, my abs are there, I can feel them, and I can see them, but the lower ones, they're not where they should be. And it's like a blurriness, and it's whatever's under there that they put there. So I don't even know what that shit's gonna end up looking like, but I'm lean enough now, I should be seeing them pretty decently. And, you know, I can, but they're not, you know, my obliques and every other fucking thing are coming in real nice and, you know, really well delineated. Yeah, so, I don't know. It is what it is. Life goes on, you know what I mean? Life goes on. So we'll see what happens, but so far that's it. Now the other day, I'm going to put a video up behind this. I went to, a good friend of mine actually has opened one of these rejuvenation, longevity, life extension, whatever type of clinics, right? And there's some good shit there. I needed to make a separate video. I went there and I filmed everything. I got a vitamin infusion and a B12 shot. And yeah, the science that's out there is like not really backing this shit up. But as an older person, maybe if you're a super healthy, vibrant, young, virile fucking person, yeah, it may not help you. I doubt, I think it would, but it may not. If your diet's on point, all that shit. However, as you age, you do begin to lose some of your ability. It's compromised. Your ability is compromised for you to extract and process the nutrients out of the food that you're eating. You know, macros and micros. That's not in debate. That's true. So for somebody like me, I think it's another game changer at this stage of my life. It is a game changer. The clarity, the mental clarity and focus that I've derived from that already is fucking already worth its expense, and it's cheap. It's $135 if I get it done once a month, and that includes a B12 shot with it. You know, I have fucking energy. I don't need as much sleep. I sleep very well and well rested from the sleep that I get, but I don't need as much. And the mental clarity and focus is incredible. And, you know, blood pressure is great. Fucking blood sugar is still a little high, like I said, in the mid 90s, 95, 96 sometimes. But that's, you know, and yeah, I'm eating a fuck ton of leafy green stuff. Fuck ton. I'm getting ready to go up there right now. This could be my last big meal for the evening. It'll be a huge salad with damn near about a head of romaine tore up in it with, you know, a bunch of fucking healthy shit in there too. Some little tomatoes and cucumbers, some pickles, some onion, a few different variations of peppers to get some color in there, and my protein on top of that. I'm probably going to have fish. I've been eating too much fish. You know, I should only eat fish twice a week now. Isn't that a fucking shame because how bad we fucked the water up, you know, our oceans and seas. But I'm eating fish I'm eating fish too much. I put strawberries. I cut up strawberries, and yeah, I can handle that. I cut up strawberry, you know, I'm talking about blood sugar. I cut strawberries up in it because if I'm going to have that fish, those strawberries, it's theorized that those strawberries will help reduce the probability that you're going to be able to absorb the fucking mercury from the fish, you know, and that's like a mechanical thing the way it works actually. What else we got going here? That's about it, you know. There was something else, and I don't remember what the hell it was now, because I'm hungry and I got to get upstairs and get to eating. I'll be back and post some shit, improve the frequency, but just trying to get things done, take care of business, and it seems to be working out just fine. Oh, and I'm even to the point now, like pre-workout, I can have 100 grams of carbolin because I got enough muscle. I can carry that glycogen because I'm doing all the cardio to expend all the liver glycogen every day, almost every day. Sometimes I'll go 6, 7, 8 days in a row, then I'll take 1 or 2 days off, and then I'll resume again. You know what I mean? So it's enough cardio. Believe me, I'm steady leaning down. But I can actually use the carbolin generate an insulin spike. So apparently I haven't damaged my pancreas. I still produce insulin. I was just getting resistant. It was the whole source of the problem. And really I've cleaned that up, or I am in the process of ridding myself of that problem just through fucking cardio, through exercise, through nutrient timing. It doesn't matter when you eat your meals. Remember the old school shit when they say, hey, taper your carbs? I've said this for years. Taper your carbs if you're trying to get lean. Heavier in the morning, you know, less carbs in the evening, right, before you're going to go to bed. And then people will say, these internet experts, of which I'm not one, will say, don't get me confused with them, I'm not one of those. They'll say, oh, that's not true. Doesn't matter when you eat. This study shows this study bullshit. It does matter. Does insulin matter? Okay. All right. You're going to have your carbs. You're going to have your, you know, you're going to lay there in bed overnight. It's going to turn to sugar. You're going to generate some insulin release in your body. That's the least amount of the caloric demand that you're going to have for a whole 24-hour period is the time at which you're laying down prone sleeping, right? Yeah. So think about it. Insulin, most powerful hormone in the body as far as anabolism. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter when you eat. All right. Okay. All right. You guys take care. I am out of here now. Have a good evening.